Hi, I'm Dr. Marc, and I'm a voice teacher and stage director. Whether you're a professional pop or rock star that's wanting to take your performance to a next level, or you're just interested in making your car singing or shower singing easier and more comfortable and fun, I can help you get there. I'll start doing that today by reacting to and teaching you singing and performing tips that we can learn from the top performers around the world. Let's learn from EXO performing Lightsaber on the Exo'rdium tour in Japan. Here we go.
Long ways to go.
Notice how much he opens the front of his mouth here for the ah vowel. It's excellent. And then after he's done with the ah vowel, goes back to the other vowels, that front of the jaw closes again and goes back to the optimum shape for each of the vowels. That's really excellent because what this means is essentially different jaw positions in front, up here in the front, make it so that the shape of your mouth is optimized for the resonance pattern for that vowel. In simpler terms, it means by doing that, you're going to get more bang for your buck out of the ah vowel by dropping that jaw a little bit more and getting about 2 fingers worth of width in that front jaw. Excellent. Ah is the one that requires the most up front. So don't be tempted to do that for everything. It's not that way. But for ah, it is. They're keeping it so simple and speech-like here, especially at the beginning of the song. It's so smart. It gives them somewhere to go. They're not taxing themselves when they don't need to. It's not super noisy. They don't have to work really hard, and they have mics anyways. And so they're really relying on that and keeping their singing easy so it doesn't create tension anywhere else. They got a whole lot of moving, dancing, singing to do, not just right now, but a whole show. They're always so active that it's smart to pace yourself and not to do too much. Could they get away with singing more than this? I guess so. From everything I see, that they can do a bunch of stuff and still be just fine. They work really hard and they sing really easy and they keep the tension out of their voice and their bodies. But it's a really important lesson to learn here from them in even when you can do more, pace yourself. Why work harder and do more if it doesn't necessarily yield a better result? Sometimes and often when we're singing, especially with a microphone, less is often more. Speaking of microphones, I kind of wish that they didn't have to keep noodling with these mics here on their face and mouth. It seems like it's just kind of a distraction and annoyance to them. Do they manage it really well? Yeah, they do an awesome job letting it not distract them, and their focus is really intense in what they're doing. It doesn't really pull their focus away, but it is a visual distraction for us, and it seems to be a subconscious kind of annoyance, kind of like a fly buzzing around them that they have to keep swatting at to get out of the way. I'm sure there are reasons why they choose these particular mics, but I kind of wish that they were gone. When everything else is so amazing and they work so hard, it's so exceptionally well put together and polished, it makes me hope that in the future they'll find a different solution.
Lightsaber, 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 go!
Love the jackets. How do I get one of those? All of a sudden the airflow stopped mid-phrase. Was that a mistake? No, it's actually a really excellent example of when to use a glottal stop. We have two vowels back to back that are the same, or at least sounding really similar, that it's really necessary for us to understand the words that there is a break there. Otherwise it blurs them together, and sometimes it turns into a totally different unintended word, or it just makes it really hard to understand. So this is actually the perfect time to use a glottal stop mid-phrase and to stop that airflow mid-phrase. Otherwise, we just wouldn't understand it as clearly. Excellent. Notice how with times like this when there's so much text that they keep the majority of the work just with their tongue, their teeth, and their lips. They don't make it overly robust with their voice. They don't really sing out a lot. They just keep it really speech-like and let the mic do the work. This is really important. This happens too in like patter songs, if you are familiar with Gilbert and Sullivan, Pirates of Penzance, right? Some of those really fast songs where you have to get a bunch of text out really fast. If you're moving your jaw a ton and doing a lot with that, you're just going to get tripped up over your own mouth. So when there's a lot of text, being able to eliminate the parts that don't need to move to make the text intelligible, but just keep it relatively limited in scope and movement there, helps the performer to enunciate the text clearly so the audience can understand and keep up with a really fast pace. Again, really excellent example of dealing with a lot of fast text. First, I love the water on the stage here while they're dancing. I love water dancing. The spectacle here is mind-blowing. And as an audience, I am so excited and thrilled by what I'm seeing. And as a stage director, I'm completely jealous. Second, I'm really impressed and amazed by how fluidly they go from interacting to the audience to then making eye contact as you would with the cameras, and going back and forth without losing focus, without losing character, without missing a beat in what they're doing. It's like they're doing two performances in once here, one for the audience and one for the camera, without the audience or the people on the camera realizing that they're doing it. They're just so seamless and so fluid and doing both things at once. And it's just so amazing to think of how much work and practice and effort that must go in to being aware of all these different things all happening at once. It really is stunning. And they do it all without losing the soul of the song. They don't get bound up in the technique. They don't get bound up in the little details and making it completely perfect. At least that's not what it looks like. The soul of the song is still there, but somehow they're able to do it all and keep that soul of the song. Wow. Wow. Okay, that practice time has to both be exceptionally fun, like a big water fight, and also exceptionally exhausting to do all that dancing in the water. But I can't imagine what it would be like for them to be practicing in that water before they get on the stage. That's just so cool. And on top of that, really, I want that stage. I want the costumes. I want the light. And I really want a lightsaber. And the drama that comes from the Darth Vader sounds in the dark before the lightsaber to build up the tension, so when the lightsabers come out, it's extra cool. Not that it needed it, because the lightsabers coming out on their own is just awesome, but that they heightened it even more, how cool is that? I can't help but wonder why they chose the colors that they chose. In Jedi lore, the colors mean something, and they are connected with personality attributes and stuff like that. I actually just did an opera. We did the Magic Flute, and we did it in the Star Wars universe, and we had lightsabers and all kinds of cool stuff. And so, yeah, I love Star Wars. I'm a diehard fan. In fact, right now hanging in my office from that show, we actually didn't use this mask. It was a leftover from a costume. Yeah. So, I love Star Wars. It's awesome. Not only are they being smart and doing an amazing job with their performance, but they're also appealing to this worldwide audience that is diehard Star Wars fans. And so they're appealing to this audience on every level possible. So brilliant. Dancing with lightsabers in the water, it doesn't get better than this.
Lightsaber.
Other than what we've already said today, I hope you take the time to sit and just dream, to think big, to think, what is the performance that I would do anything to see, that I would want to watch, that I'd be super excited about, that I would want to perform in, that would make me want to get up and dance, want to sing. A lot of times what we do is we start thinking about performing and say, well, I can't do that. I can't sing that well. I can't sing this note. I can't do that. I can't dance that well. I couldn't do lightsabers and waters. I might electrocute myself. I might. Instead of just thinking that would be awesome and then finding ways to make that happen. Here, they made it happen. They brought it. They brought the A game, and it was awesome to watch. I wish I could have been there. Even more, I wish that afterwards I could have got up on stage, danced around in the water with the lightsabers, and had a fun time playing. Not that that's ever going to happen, but it would be awesome. So, what can you do today? Take the time to dream big. Then start acting on it. Go piece by piece, figuring out how you can make it happen. How you can either perform in it, or if you don't want to perform and your thing isn't performing, then see if you can be a part of a performance. Make it happen. Sponsor it. Put it together. Dream big and make a performance that you can share with the world. Light up people's minds and emotions and their imaginations. Dream big. If you want a voice lesson, a performance coaching, or want me to work with you or your group to help you sing easier or perform at a consistently higher level, book a time with me at mrperformingartstudio.com. I look forward to working with you online.